What's up, everybody? It's Devin. I have a PSA reveal. Very excited. I haven't had a personal submission here in a little bit, and this is a 25 card order. Very excited about it. This was, I'll give the submission information, was shipped out the value bulk level, so I believe it's $19.99 a card, so it's $20 a card. And then you have shipping there and back. It's a 25 card order. I shipped it out on April 1st. I got it back in my possession on June 25th. So from start to finish, it took 85 total days through the shipping, through the grading, return shipping, all that, including holidays. So I believe it was right on track because I think they're estimated for this service level is 65 business days. So that should be right around there. So it was right on target for what they expect. Again, it was 25 cards. This is a mix of sports and Pokemon. It's a mix of things I got just singles, some stuff from collections, some stuff from card shows, some trades, a little bit of everything, just threw it all together in one order. I am going to, first part of the video is just showcasing the grades. That'll be first and foremost. We'll just go through, and this is a blind reveal for me. I did not check my PSA account ahead of time. I have not looked at these. So these are genuine reactions. I'm going to be either very excited or very disappointed. There's a couple that I would like to have good grades on that will really make or break the submission, but we'll see those when we get to them. So the first part will just be showcasing the grades. Second part of the video, I'll break down financially whether I think this was worth it, whether it was not worth it. I have two goals that I will outline now. First goal is out of the 25 cards, my goal is to get 15 to 25 gems. So that would be percentage-wise, I want to say around 60%. Yeah, exactly 60%. So if I can do that, I think I'll be happy. Financial goals, I paid for everything $1,150, so $1,150. I want the total graded value to come out to $1,700. That would be a 50% increase in my value of the 25 cards. Now the $1,150, the $1,150 includes grading costs, my cost of the cards raw, shipping fees. That's like my all-in for all 25 of these items is $1,150. So 15 to 25 gems is the goal, and then increasing the total value to $1,700 from $1,150. Those are the two goals, and we'll see what we can make happen. All right, good luck to me. Let's see what can happen. A Leafeon V-Star from Crown Zenith. A PSA 10. Come on, man. We're going to start off strong. I'm going to put 10s to the left, anything that's not to the right. Sylvia Fowles. Oh, I screwed that up, but I don't care. Prism Gold Signatures Sylvia Fowles out of 10. True Gold Prism Auto. That's sick. I love it. I love it. I really... Okay. This was one that was important to me. 1999 Charizard Holo. Base set Holo. I want to say... I want to look this up because I want to make sure... I get this right. I want to say it was supposed to be like a 4/5. I had it at LP. So it's supposed to be decent. I would say LP-wise, I'd be happy with anything around like a 5 to a 7. I think that was kind of the range. 7 would be on the high end. 5 would be the low. If you can check out, there's definitely a little bit of whitening. Actually, maybe a little bit higher. Okay. A 6. Right in the middle. I'll happily take that. Charizard base set, fresh grade, PSA 6. All right. A Mega Sableye and Tyranitar GX Tag Team Secret Rainbow as a PSA 10. Let's go! What a gorgeous card. Oh my goodness. Tag teams are so hot right now. I love it. All right. I'm screwing up these reveals with my finger, so I'm just going to use this instead. All right, 86 Fleer, Larry Bird. This was not supposed to gem whatsoever. I think I was hoping for a 7 to 9. Ooh, a PSA 8. That's quality. That's quality on the bird. I very much will take that. I bought that raw from somebody's binder walking around at a show. Will happily take a Larry Bird PSA 8 86 Fleer. Very happy with that. Okay. I think those were the only two. The Charizard and the bird were the only two that were not supposed to gem. All right. Our K9 V as a 9. That's a bummer. That was definitely only sent in to gem. You'll see there's a theme on some of these. It was definitely, they needed to gem to be worth it. Mewtwo V-Star as a 10 from Pokemon Go. Sweet. Ooh, Lucario V-Star as a gem. A lot of these were from, a lot of the Pokemon were from like trades I got from like binders that I was like, you know what, I might as well deep evaluate these. Gyarados EX as a 10. Love it. Oh, Gyarados is such a badass Pokemon. Ditto V from Shining Fates of Full Art as a gem. All right, we're on a good stretch right now. I was kind of tough on my evals, so definitely hoping for the best. Galarian Moltres from Crown Zenith. Oh, a 9. That would have been nice as a 10. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Magmortar, Crown Zenith, has a 9. Galarian Gallery, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Koraidon as a 10. We'll take it. Scarlet and Violet Black Star promo. Happy about that one. Giratina V as a 9. Boo! Some of these Pokemon, like them grading as a 9 is definitely a loss of money. Entei V as a 9. Boo! Back-to-back 9s. Flygon V as a 10. We'll take it. Full art. Give it to us. Zapdos as a 10. Full art. Now, a lot of these Pokemon are probably only going to be like 40, 50 bucks. So it's not going to be like a huge value increase, but it'll definitely be nice to add up over time. Omastar V as a 9. It's a bummer. Durant EX as a 10. We'll take it. I will take it. Mewtwo V, come on. As a 10, Pokemon Go. Black Star promo from the Elite Trainer box. Happy with it. All right, I think this is the last Pokemon. Ooh, this was a good one for us. Lycia's Appeal Japanese as a 9. I thought this was going to 9, but I will take it as a 9 because I think it's slightly more valued. I can't remember. All right. Sports. Bryce Young, 2023 Select Tricolor as a 10. Beautiful rookie Bryce Young out of 149. We'll take it. All right. This was probably one of the biggest ones. I have high hopes for this one. Oh. Shoot. A 9. Aiden Hutchinson, Select Draft Picks, Rookie Auto, Gold Laser. Matching team color for Michigan out of 5. Only got a 9. That's definitely a bummer. Was hoping for a 10 on that one. Mike Trout, 24 Finest Orange Refractor out of 20. That's a Gem Mint 10. Let's go, Mike Trout. All right, last one. Tank Dell, Select Dragon Scale Rookie as a Gem Mint 10. Which is out of 70 and field level for Tank Dell. Okay. Good stack of 10s. Stack of 9s. Which the one that was a bummer was the Aiden Hutchinson. But the two that were Not supposed to gem, but I wanted higher grades. I was happy with both grades. 6 on the Charizard, 8 on the Larry Bird. Was happy about both of those. All right, let's see how many gems. Remember, I wanted 15 out of 25. I think should get us to where we need to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 on the dot. I can't make that up. That's insane. All right, 15 gems. So literally hit the mark. 15 out of 25. And then nines, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 nines. And then the 2 lower grades. So 15 out of 25 for gems, 60% gem rate. Literally hit the exact goal. So now I will take some time on my end and I'll edit the video. But I will break down each card and we'll see what the total value is. And I'll say whether I lost money on the card, made money value on the card. I'll break it down in part number 2 of this video. But it's going to be the same video. I'm just going to edit it out here. You'll see it. Okay, I'm back. I'm organized. I organized it from the biggest losers all the way up until the bottom card is the biggest winner as far as value goes. So we'll go through it, and then I'm going to show the card on the left. And then on the right, the edited version will have all the information that I am talking about. Okay, first up, the Lycia's Appeal, the Japanese special art rare is a PSA 9. Total cost for this all in was $136. Post grading value as a 9 is worth $100. I lost $36 by grading this card. I'm going to go through all of the losers first, and then we'll go up from there. All of these ones are pretty similar. You have Asuan Arcanine V, got a PSA 9. My cost was $21. Post grading value was $15. I lost $6 to grade the Arcanine. A lot of these cheap Pokemon, it's either you make money by getting a 10 or you lose money on a 9. You're not going to break even on any of this stuff. Magmortar was the same thing from Crown Zenith, got a PSA 9. All-in cost was $21. Post-grading value was $15. I lost $6 on the Magmortar. Giratina V from Lost Origin as a PSA 9. Same story. Into it for $21. Total value post-grading as a 9 is worth $15. I lost $6 grading the Giratina V. Luckily, when you do a submission like this, of this size, 25 cards, you will have losses like I'm showing you. You're going to have some mid-tier stuff, which is the Aiden Hutchinson. And then you're going to have the winners, and you're going to have some big winners. And the winners, more times than not, should outweigh your losses on this stuff. And hopefully you guys can see that. I mean, you're going to see these first couple of ones. I'm losing $6 a card, $30 a card. But then it makes up very much so. And I only did a 60% gem rate. Remember that. I was 15 of 25. And I'm still going to make money on grading these in the value, which is kind of crazy. Entei V from Brilliant Stars got a PSA 9. Same story. Was into it for $21. Post grading value as a 9 is worth $15. I lost $6 grading the Entei. Omastar V from Silver Tempest, the full art as a PSA 9. Pre-grading, I was into it for $21. Value after the PSA 9 is now worth $15. I lost $6 grading the Omastar. Now, this is one of the more unique ones compared to the other Pokemon. The Galarian Moltres ended up getting a PSA 9 from Crown Zenith. I think when I graded this and bought it originally, it has kind of increased. Crown Zenith has gained some traction over the last couple of months. So this is one of those rare scenarios where the card kind of increased a little bit while it was at grading. Even though it got a PSA 9, I was into it for $21. But now the post-grading value as a PSA 9 is actually worth $20. So I only lost $1 to grade this Moltres. Next up, this one was kind of unique. I kind of had to guess the grade, and I guess the value here. Aiden Hutchinson, rookie signatures gold laser prism from Select Draft Picks. This is numbered out of 5, 4 out of 5, and it's a rookie auto for him. Got a PSA 9. There are no sales of this card in the last few years, so I'm kind of guessing. I'm assuming the value stayed the same. I was into it for $128. Post-grading value, I said was $130. So I'm basically saying that I gained $2 to grade this. There was a PSA 10 of the True Gold, which is out of 10, did like $220. So I'd say it's probably around half that. I can probably ask a little bit higher. It might sell for lower, it might sell for higher, but this is definitely an estimated value here. So we're saying gain $2 on the Aiden Hutchinson. Now these are the ones that definitely gained value, and it was all the ones that were basically PSA 10s. Every single PSA 10, regardless of what it was, gained value on the card. This was just the lowest value gain. Was the Durant EX and Ultra Rare PSA 10. I paid $21 all in for this card. As a 10, it's now worth $35. I gained $14 from the Durant. Ditto V full art from Shining Fates, got a PSA 10. This Ditto V, I paid $21 all in. Post grading value is now worth $40, so I gained $19 grading the Ditto. Mewtwo V-Star from Pokemon Go. Did I have the right order? Oh, yeah, I did. My bad. From Pokemon Go, I was into it for $21. Same thing as the Ditto. Post-grading value was worth $40 as a 10. I gained $19 from the Mewtwo. Galarian Zapdos. Exact same thing as the previous two. Galarian Zapdos V from Chilling Reign. Got a PSA 10. Pre-grading, I was into it for $21. Afterwards, it's now worth $40 as a 10. I gained $19 from the Zapdos. Now we start working up a little bit more here as we get into some better cards. Gyarados EX Ultra Rare, got a PSA 10, was into it for $21. As a 10, it's now worth $45, so I gained 24. Gained 24 from the Gyarados EX. So this is now the conversation where I doubled the value from what I was originally into it for. So turn 21 into 45. Lucario V-Star, similar scenario from the premium collection boxes, got a PSA 10, was into it for $21, is now worth $50 as a PSA 10. I gained 29. So another one of those where everything from here on out, I think I'm doubling my value, if not making a good chunk. Because some of them start to get to, I was into them for more expensive amounts. All right, Mewtwo V from the Pokemon Go Elite Trainer Box, got a PSA 10, was into it for $20, now worth $55 as a PSA 10, increase of $35. So $35 value gain on the Mewtwo. Switching over to some sports, you got the Tank Dell from 2023 Select Dragon Scale Prism. This is the field level rookie out of 70. Got a 10. I was into it for $35, now worth $80 as a PSA 10. $45 increase from the raw to the PSA 10 version. Another one that was kind of difficult to put an exact value on because there is no sales direct of this one. 2024 Finest Mike Trout Orange Refractor, numbered out of 20 as a PSA 10. There's different levels of Finest. This is an uncommon version. I was into the raw with grading costs for $43. I estimate it to be worth now $100. So I'm saying a $57 increase. Was very difficult to judge. There was a gold out of 25 that's available for $85, same version. But then the rare version from this, the orange, is out of 15 for Mike Trout PSA 10, just did $220. So it's kind of really tough to put a value on. I'm just guessing. I think it's worth $100. So I'm saying $57 increase in value. Couple of these cheaper Pokemon, I'm assuming tough gems, low pop, not much available. These had bigger price increases, value gains than I expected. Flygon V from Brilliant Stars, the full art. I was into this one for $21, so similar to some of those other Pokemon. The PSA 10, 2 back-to-back sales at $80. So we're saying that's a $59 increase. That's almost a 4x. It's a guaranteed 3x, almost a 4x on value, going from the all-in cost to a PSA 10. Same thing with the Koraidon. I'm assuming it's similar conversation, that it's tough to gem or not much available. From the Scarlet and Violet ETBs, Black Star promo, got a PSA 10, was all in for $21, now worth $80 as a PSA 10, $59 increase for the Koraidon. Another one that was similar conversation to the Mike Trout, no sales of this exact card. I'll have to check the pop report. It might be a pop one, so I might be able to ask whatever I want here. Sylvia Fowles, Prism Gold Signatures, True Gold out of 10 as a PSA 10. Pretty nice signature also. I thought about doing the dual grade, but it just costs so much, so I stuck with the regular grade. I was all into this. I bought it actually from ComC with some of my ComC credit. Was all in for $87. Raw sales of this exact card are around like 75 to 80. I just 2x'd it. I think it's worth around 150, but I'll definitely be able to ask whatever I want since I believe it's low pop and there's been no sales of a gold auto out of 10. So I get to kind of ask my price, but 150 value, $87 all in cost, $63 is going to be the value gain on the Sylvia Fowles. Now we get to some of the big ones, which are very exciting to get into. Leafeon V-Star. This was actually part of a trade. I got this in raw from the Crown Zenith Full Art Galarian Gallery as a PSA 10. I was all in for $45. I actually think technically it was a little less because it was part of a trade, but we're just going to go with the value and grading cost at $45. And then now as a PSA 10, it's worth $110. So it's a $65 increase in value. Now I think the next four all increased value by $100+, which this is, you talk about the money makers. These are the money makers. These four make up for any losses, plus make everything else worth it in and of themselves. 2023 select Bryce Young Tricolor Prism Rookie out of 149 as a PSA 10. This is the sweet level. So 140 out of 149, got a PSA 10. All-in cost was $48. Most recent sale was $162. That's a value increase of $114. Now, this was another scenario where Bryce Young has kind of gained some traction in the last few months following the end of the football season. So I think that kind of helps. I bought it at a low point when nobody was really thinking about him, and I think he's getting a little bit more popular heading into the NFL season. So that kind of helps, but $114 value increase on the Bryce Young. The next two are unique. They didn't get PSA 10s, but they were solid grades, especially for what I paid for them raw. 1986 Fleer Larry Bird got a PSA 8. Was definitely on the higher side of what I thought grades could be. A 7 would have been solid, but 8 was definitely a moneymaker here for me. I was all in for $63 on the Larry Bird. It's now worth $180 as a PSA 8 new cert, decently centered copy. That's $117 increase on the Larry Bird. More than doubled. It was almost triple in value. Same thing with the Charizard, but I think this conversation with the Charizard goes again to where Pokemon has just gotten really hot and super popular in the last 3 months. Everything has kind of exploded, and with that, the base set, the original Charizard is going to increase in value. So I think that helped for this one specifically, but still, 6 was a pretty nice grade. 1999 Pokemon base set Charizard Holo, got a PSA 6. Originally, I was into this for $201. As a PSA 6, it's now worth around $330. That's a $129 increase in value. Not quite double in value, but $129 value increase in one card is definitely significant, and I will be happy with that all day, any day. The biggest increase by far, and I also think it was timing, and I'll explain this one, and was also, I think, one of the biggest multipliers. But Sun and Moon, Unified Minds, Mega Sableye, and Tyranitar GX. This is the Secret Full Art Rainbow version. Got a PSA 10. Just an absolute gorgeous card. I originally was into this for $50, now worth $180 as a PSA 10. That's a $130 gain, the biggest single monetary gain on any card from this submission. I also think it's a really good time because tag teams are super hot, and then they just announced the new set that's coming out for Pokemon is going to be Mega Evolutions, and this being a Mega Tag Team Rainbow Tough Gem, I just think it kind of checks all boxes here, and there's really not much available for sale. So definitely a cool one, but I think the timing also helped with the fact it got a PSA 10. So that was everything, individual cards. Now I'll just wrap up total numbers. I hit both goals that I talked about. Goal number 1 was I wanted to go 15 to 25 for gems. I literally went spot on the money, 15 out of 25, which is absolutely insane that I did that. Was happy with the 2 cards that I didn't expect to gem, the Larry Bird Fleer from 86 and the Charizard base set Holo. Was not expecting either of those to gem, but they were graded both on the high side of what I was expecting, which definitely helped increase value on both of those significantly. My total value gain, I did gain value on grading this submission. My original all-in cost was $1,150. That was including the cost of the cards raw, shipping to and from PSA, grading cost, that's all in for everything, all 25 cards. My goal was to then get $1,750 in value from the graded versions of these cards. That would be a 50% increase. I actually exceeded that. Was very happy. Definitely got some good ones in there. My total value now, the 25 cards graded, is $2,082. So that's an increase of $932, or if you want to look at it percentage-wise, was an 81% gain in value. Now, when I go to sell these, there's obviously going to be shipping fees, selling fees, all that stuff. But that's why I typically have my goal to be 50% of my all-in cost to be a gain total value. It's definitely because that way, after fees and shipping, you're still gaining around 20-30% on the items total, which makes the time worth it. This was definitely a no-brainer, was a win here. So everything, again, was 15 to 25, 60% gem rate, exactly hit that. And then the goal, I smashed the goal in value. Total value now is $2,082. My original cost was $1,150. Increased it $932 or 81%. So that was everything, a full breakdown of a 25-card submission. Mix of sports, mix of Pokemon. Got them from trades, bought them straight up from collections, a little bit of everything. Was definitely worth it. About 3 months. Now, as long as you're patient, I think it's worth it. If you want to just sell cards, obviously, waiting 3 months and spending the $500 in grading fees that it costs is definitely, can take up a lot for people. But if you can see in this breakdown, it was definitely worth it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the mega breakdown of everything. That was probably my most detailed breakdown I've ever done of a PSA submission. Thank you for watching. Comment your favorite card from this submission. I personally have my favorite by far is the tag team. I know is the biggest value increase. I think it's one of the most beautiful cards from the submission by far. Tag team, GX, rainbows, they just look gorgeous. So to get a PSA 10 on that. That was my favorite. Let me know your favorite in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Everyone have a great day, and don't forget to smile. Later, guys.